Hello, so I had a stupid idea today, maybe not so stupid as my previous ones, but I thought, I left a bunch of colonists stranded on Eve with no real amenities, and so I just thought, why don't I send them a bus? And so here I am building it. It's in 4 times acceleration, because, it's just quicker to watch. And it's a simple design. I wanted it to look somewhat like a bus, and here I am test driving it. This is the very first design, and the wheels are not on right. I had to rotate them 90 degrees, not 25 degrees, I don't know where I got that from. So they're actually touching the floor, and yeah, because that's what you want wheels to do, I think. And yeah, then I tested again. There's some structural problems. I think you can see that. It was fun to drive though, but yeah, so there was definitely some struts in this thing's future. Definitely fun to drive though. So here's the first test launch. It's the usual lifter design that I've got. I built the rover in the spaceplane hangar because it's easier to build it horizontally and then transfer the save file to the other folder, to the VAB folder I mean. And that first launch there, the first tanks that I detached from the launcher that I always use blew up the fuel line randomly, so I had to put Separatrons on them to make sure they didn't do that in future. And here's the actual orbit. You can see I kind of float on past the apoapsis again. I seem to do that just alarmingly often. I really need to work on my orbital maneuvers, I think. And yeah, this planetary transfer stage is a single Rockermax Poodle engine with just 4 great big tanks of fuel strapped to it, because you don't need ridiculous amounts of engines to get anywhere. All you need is an efficient design, lots of fuel. When you're doing sort of deep space travel like this, that's all you need. And Minimus kept getting in the way. Bloody Minimus. I'm there just trying to get the most efficient transfer that I can, and that little moon, pesky little moon, just kept getting in the way. I kept having to move the maneuver further and further around away from where I wanted it. But eventually, some painstaking adjustments, I get a nice close encounter to Eve, and this ends the post-commentary part of the video. It's just easier to do this first sort of lengthy part of the mission in post-commentary, show it in fast forward. So I'll pass over to Past Me, who will talk you through the rest of the mission in real time. Okay, we're here. We're in, well, I wouldn't say orbit around Eve, but yeah, I've got our close approach here. Whoa, there it is. Hello. Yep, and my painstaking RCS maneuvers, I've brought the periaps down to 72.5 kilometers, which should be enough to aero capture. Let's find out. Lag. Okay, we're in the atmosphere. That's quite a scenic view. Don't need any instruments for this. Either we crash or we don't. Funny thing is, I don't have a quick save. Just realised that. No quick save in orbit. We should be fine though. I mean, we're not going to crash. It's not going to happen. Nope. Nopey nope nope. Not going to crash. So, yeah, we're not too far away from them. But yeah, I definitely want to get captured and adjust my orbit and such like, so that I don't have to drive 3,000 miles to find my Kerbals. So yeah, we're coming up again. There we go. Coming up. Have we even captured though? Coming around, coming around. Oh dear. Still slowing down. Let's just fire the engines as well, because that's gonna make all the difference. A single Rocco Max against this atmospheric pressure. Whoa, Nelly. Because yeah, if we go flying off into interplanetary space, this thing has buckets of fuel on it, so that's not really an issue. Like, I didn't even need to aero capture, really. It's just, you know, it's good practice. But yeah, definitely gonna have to use the engine here. We're out in the atmosphere again. And we will get into orbit. It will happen, because like I said, I mean, these tanks are practically full, and they can detach. So yeah, I'll cut it here, I think, and then bring you back in when I'm gonna come in for a landing after because we're on a polar orbit here by the looks of things, so this is gonna be fun and games adjusting this so that I can land next to my stranded guys. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so after some extremely inefficient orbital burns, I have a sort of a trajectory sort of over them, sort of. Yeah, I was on a wildly eccentric orbit, and I couldn't be bothered circularizing or anything. And so as I was trying to get a sort of periaps sort of behind these guys, so that I could aero brake and come down next to them. But yeah, the planet turns. Who knew? So yeah, like you could see they're moving away from the periaps. But I'm just gonna come in now, and if I have to do some driving, so be it. I won't make you watch that. You'll be glad to know. Yeah, maybe I'll record it and just sort of make it all comically fast forward. So I'm not coming down over the water there, am I? I don't think so. Well, maybe. Ruh-roh. Yeah. So we should be aero braking pretty hard. I don't know, is that water? It's hard to tell on the dark side of the planet. So I don't really have a problem landing on the dark side because it's going to be an uncontrolled descent. Yep, there's that euphemism again. Well, I'm just coming down on the parachute, so I don't need to see where I'm going, really. Yeah, I mean, the problem is landing on the wheels and not having any Kerbals nearby to fix them may result in problems. Yeah, that could be a thing. Okay, aero braking really hard. It's possible that this thing will explode while I'm aero braking. It's going 4 kilometers a second. And there's a big bloody fuel tank stuck on it as well. So, well, I've got a quick save. Let's jettison the engine. And are we too high up for the parachutes to open? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So are we coming back out of the atmosphere though? I doubt it at this point. You see what I mean about the planet turning? Stop that. I'm trying to land. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back out here. It is looking like I'm gonna have to drive a good 100 kilometers though, which I'm not too happy about. No, I think we might come out of the atmosphere. And I jettison the engines. Yeah. Come on down. See, I've got these upper atmosphere parachutes on, as well as the lower atmosphere ones, but obviously 60 kilometers is just way too high. That's a big old crater there. Almost looks like a extinction level event. Not that there was any life on this planet that we know of. Well, we're coming out of the atmosphere any second, so looks like we're coming around for another pass. So I'll cut recording here and yeah, see you on the other side. Or the same side for the second time. Alright, we are coming down. Yes, we are. We're coming down like a rocket. Well, not like a rocket. Like a car that's on fire, I suppose. Yeah, I do love the sunrises on Eve. They are green. Which is interesting. So where are we going to come down? I'm going to guess sort of around about here somewhere. And this is the moment of truth with these parachutes. I mean, this thing, I mean, you saw it earlier without any of the struts keeping it together. It wobbles somewhat and gapes and falls apart, and yeah, I'm thinking when these parachutes deploy this roof might sort of go over there somewhere and the rest of it might just hit the ground. Sans roof. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Please God, don't crash. Yeah. And I do foresee, okay, upper atmosphere chutes are out, kind of semi-deployed, and the lower atmosphere ones are out, semi-deployed. Looking good, slowing down, kilometer a second. Yeah, we are decelerating like crazy. That's great. I don't foresee any problems here. I mean, this initial deployment of the parachutes was the real danger. That was what was gonna rip the thing apart, but you know, it's gonna decelerate now, and if they deploy at a sensible speed, something like 100, 200 meters a second, then that's gonna be fine compared to deploying at 4 kilometers a second. What is this here? A little squibbly thing on the surface. So I'm not landing on the water, I don't think. Yeah, I'm tilting my head like it makes a difference. Yeah, I'll see you on the ground. Alright, so I did that again. I landed perfectly. None of the wheels broke either, which was great. But I looked at the map and I was just basically on the other side of the planet to where I wanted to be. And I just didn't fancy driving across the bloody planet for 3 hours. So, yep, did some crazy orbital stuff again. And we're coming down somewhere around here, which is yeah, that's fine, I think. A bit of driving was to be expected. So yeah, just gonna detach the tank anyway. Might as well set the parachutes off. We're just coming down into the atmosphere again. A lot of water down there, it's a bit worrying, but we should fly over it. Should. There we go. We're over it. We're on the landmass. Oh boy. Yeah, I probably shouldn't use physics warp. Well, this vehicle isn't that big, and it's not under propulsion or anything, so it should be fine. Because it takes a long time to come down through its atmosphere. But, yeah. Well, I had it on fast forward before, and the parachutes did not rip off any bits of the ship. So that's nice. Can we see them? Are we anywhere near them? Are we landing 300 miles away? A little bit, yeah. Wow. I mean, where I landed before, it was around here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, a long way away. But this is fine, I think. I'll do some driving off screen. And, hopefully rendezvous with them before, next century. It is a cute little bus. Meep meep. So I'll cut again and hopefully see you when I'm pulling up alongside the grateful Kerbals, ready to go on their little bus journey. Alright, finally arrived. Yeah, this kind of loaded inside the terrain here. Yeah, that was interesting. Kind of exploded a couple of times as well. I had to quick load, and this time it's fine, but it's just sort of toppled over, and the hatch is obstructed. So let me just give it a quick save here. So I have to. So I've disabled all the steering here, just for a bit of stability, but I need to steer now. Turn around. Yeah, it doesn't have the best turning circle, really. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I kind of need to nudge this, and I don't want it to roll down the hill and explode. Ugh. Come on. Get over. Alright, that's fine. Broke one of the wheels driving over that broken landing gear, but that's okay. Oh, don't want you. Not yet. Oh dear. Don't roll over. Yeah, did you see? Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Oh, does it want to fall? Does it want to fall? It wants to run away by the looks of things. Anyway. Fell back on the bloody hatch. Son of a... Come on. Come on. Whoops. Got the brakes on. Urgh. Get over onto your other goddamn side. Don't explode. Don't explode. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that was an explosion. Alright, quick load. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I guess it just sort of saved flat or something, and then when it loaded it just decided that it wasn't flat anymore, because yeah, it just toppled over and clipped through the terrain and stuff. Come on. Nudge, 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 nudge. Oh. God damn it. This thing's round. Why doesn't it just... half the wheels are buggered. Grr. Grr. Come on. No, don't jump in the air. Oh dear. What on earth is happening to the wheels? Come on. Get the... Okay. I'm gonna have to quick load again there. I mean, the tires being broken is fine, but the wheels falling off and see that little explosion as I was quick loading. Okay, I'm gonna pick the recording back up when I finally get this bloody thing to roll over. Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it. It's rolled over. Come on. Yeah, I did it by crashing into the landing leg that was there and making it explode, so go on, let go. Don't make it tip over, you son of a... Yeah, that took an extraordinary amount of time though. Relatively simple thing, right? Tip the goddamn thing over. Yeah, that's frustrating sometimes. So, gonna get these things out. Kerbals, before they get trapped again. I can start loading them up on the Eve Express. And I forgot to put a ladder on the front of this. I realised that halfway to Eve, but that shouldn't be a problem. Because they can morph through walls, that's fine. Come on. Nope, that's a landing leg, that's not a Kerbal. That's also not a Kerbal. There we go. Sprinty sprint sprint. So yeah, I'm going to load these up, and I'm not going to record all of this. So I'll see you when I have 8 Kerbals on board. Okay, we're getting the last Kerbals on now. Yeah, I just thought I'd start recording again, because this thing was doing a merry little jig all by itself. But it's stopped now. It's camera shy. Doop 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 doo. Come on, son of a... Why can I select debris? I really... I want that to just not happen. Wouldn't that be nice? But really though, I mean, what practical purpose does selecting debris have? I mean, well, I suppose some things might be counted as debris that you wouldn't really want to, I guess. Get past the wheels. Come on, where's that seat? Yep, don't ask me how I was getting in there, 'cause I don't know. But yeah, finally. It took a long time getting out here. I just put on an audiobook and just chilled out, you know, holding down W. My finger hurts, but it's alright. And there we go. The Eve Express is loaded up with its crew. Or passengers, I should say. Because it is a little robot up front here doing the driving. And they are now free to crash into things. And oops. Yep. They are now free to drive around Kerbal, look at potential colony sites. I think I broke a wheel there, did I? No, I'm just kind of falling down the hill, that's why I'm not turning properly. I want to get a nice scenic view on the inside there, and yeah, it does give you limited visibility. Oops. And so yeah, I think we can call this mission a success. It's they look happy. There's still only 8 of them, so I don't think the inbreeding has started yet. But time will tell. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.